Hi everyone. Today I've coined what we're going to be talking about today, say die to dieting. It's a bit of a play on words, but a lot of people come in to see me and they say, I'm on a diet. And all of a sudden I shudder on the inside because I think, why would you do something that's guaranteed to fail? I mean, how many times would we purchase a product that was guaranteed to fail 99% of the time? I mean, that's the statistics of diets. 1% of us will be able to maintain the weight loss that we lost on a diet within 5 years. That means only 1% of people are considered to be successful at dieting. That's not a great statistic. And the rest of us are feeling very defeated, demoralised and frustrated. So I guess the main thing to remember about dieting is that it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Well, first of all, once you're on a diet, your body goes into starvation mode. Your metabolic rate literally drops and your body thinks that it's starving. That means that you're burning less energy at rest, you're losing muscle mass, and inevitably you're feeling tired and fatigued. The next thing that happens is your brain goes into deprivation mode. It starts to feel very sorry for itself. You start to become irritable, have food cravings. In fact, food becomes all you think about. You can actually start to have mood swings, sleep changes. That's the deprivation mindset. Couple that together with the physical elements of dieting, and you can see that we're headed for disaster. In fact, when we stop dieting and we go back to the way we normally eat, we can see very quickly why we gain weight. First, our metabolic rate has dropped, our muscle mass has decreased, which burns a lot of our energy normally, and our mind is geared towards thinking only about food. Very quickly, this is headed for disaster in terms of weight gain. In fact, people that diet end up putting on 5 to 10% more than they originally started within 5 years. I think that's pretty frustrating. So instead of dieting, what can you do? Someone I really respect is Dr. Cris. He's a doctor and a professor in psychological medicine, and he's written a book called If Not Dieting, Then What? Many of these principles, I'm just about to explain to you, and many of them are great tips on how to avoid the dieting trap. Step 1 is think long term. Life's a marathon, it's not a sprint. Many of us don't really like to think long term. We like instant gratification. That's the world we live in. But lifestyle change takes a long time. If we actually plan our changes long term, we'll have much more success than thinking we're just going to lose 20 kilos in 20 weeks, for instance. If we think long term, we're much more likely to make the necessary lifestyle changes to maintain any weight loss goal that we have. The second option is recognise non-hungry eating. How much non-hungry eating are you doing? We all do this. Non-hungry eating is eating when we're watching the TV or driving, or when we're stressed, bored, tired, frustrated. This is eating when we're not actually hungry. This contributes to over 60% of our actual food intake. Many of us are not hungry when we're eating. I think that's a really important step, and Rick Kausman certainly identifies this as #1 key. Recognise how much non-hungry eating you're doing. An appropriate goal might be to try and reduce how much non-hungry eating you're doing from 80% of your day, or 80% of the intake of your day, to only 50 or 40% of your day. That would be an appropriate, achievable goal over the long term.